What's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Trick Tins. The build is complete. This is my favorite tracker by far. I mean, the colorway, the turf, super classy, super professional, clean. It looks really slick. This is the last portion of the build, and I actually put the thing in the water as you saw on the thumbnail to get a nice picture of it. It looks super dope. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right into the action. I'm gonna run through this entire build. This video is kind of long. Stick around till the end, and you get to see the finished product. Thanks for watching. What I'm gonna do with this product right here, I'm going to use this to seal up this live well. Now we have this lip running along this top edge right here. I'm gonna run a bead of this silicone all the way around. Then I'm gonna drop this hatch on top of it to sandwich it and squish it in there good so that none of the water can overflow and backsplash up in here from your fish kicking or you hitting wake and escape your live well. Let's get back to work. Alright, so this is my removable side panel pan hatch tray. This thing is sick. It's got tons of storage in here. It's pretty deep. It's installed. This cutout is for our latch to lock this hatch with. But you can see inside of here, we got some stainless steel screws. And the way this works, you can take an attachment like this. I put a square drive in here to make it grip a little better than a Phillips drive. You can literally just take this screw out and that one and the two on the other side, and this whole pan can pull straight up and out of this hatch. That will allow you access to the wires that are back down behind here. I'm gonna pull this pan out and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so as you can see, it's very simple. Just a piece of angle up here on the back side with a screw through it. These are a humongous asset to the boat, and they make it very easy to get inside of here and access these wires if you need to for any reason. I'm going to get this one installed and then get the one put into the other side, and we're going to start laying some turf in here very shortly. Alright, so the whole front deck is done and buttoned down. The only thing I got left is this one big hatch in the back here. Before I put that in, I want to put this jack plate on there. I built this jack plate today. Turned out sick. It's a little bit different in the way I normally make them, but he already had these 4 big holes right here with these big 1/2-inch bolts in here. So I was kind of limited on how I could make this jack plate. So I had to make it to where it would fit and use those holes. I don't want to put any more holes in there. It'd be kind of stupid because there's already 4 giant holes in there. So what I'm going to do is take these bolts out. I'm going to clean this up, drill it, and see if I can get it to fit up there, see how it looks. Because if it doesn't work right, I need to take this thing back to work tomorrow and make a new one. Alright, so I just put this jack plate up here. I am got to spend a day and just take my time, figure out all these dimensions, and make 2 or 3 of these that are perfect. Every time I do this, I always end up making it twice. This thing actually only brought it up about 1.5 inches. I was hoping to get 2 inches rise out of it, and that's the difference between this point and this point, but with the angle degree here, it just throws a wrench into it and it takes away that rise because it steps it back, so it slopes on a different angle. I should have done about a 3 or 3.5 inch offset, but it's still pretty decent. It puts this cavitation plate right here about 3/4 or an inch underneath the bottom of the boat, which is a little bit lower than what I was going for. I was trying to get this plate up at least an inch above the bottom of the boat, but I might just alter this one. Alright guys, so I'm getting ready to template my first sheet of turf, but I'm kind of mind blown right now because I have installed a shit ton of turf, and my turf guy has never once mentioned to me that there's a template kit that SeaDek offers. Now this template kit that I got actually came with the SeaDek that I got for my personal boat, the Stratos, that I'm going to be working on right after this one, and I mean, it is cool as hell. Literally, it comes with directions, a marker, and this clear paper, but this stuff is sick. I can literally just lay this out, cut my templates for the side, and I can see right through it, so I can just mark out my hatch cutouts and everything else that I need, plain as day. I cannot believe that I didn't even know this existed, because this is going to save me a ton of time, and it's probably going to make my turf installs even easier. So I'm excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and get this first template cut out, and we're going to get this first sheet of turf in here. Let's get back to work. So what's up guys? Welcome to my casa. Alright, so this is some darker turf. They actually call this a gray and black swirl. There's no gray at all in this turf. This turf is black and beige. It's sick. It's gonna be super dope once it's installed on this boat, but it's nowhere near gray at all whatsoever. I want to bring this turf inside so I can lay it down flat on the ground. I'm gonna put some chairs on top of it and try to get it to sit flat before I start cutting it. And I want it to be in a climate controlled temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and lay all 3 of these sheets out, and I'm gonna go make my template. Let's get back to work. Alright guys, so I modified the jack plate today. I had to do it. It just wasn't what I needed, it wasn't what I wanted. So what I did was I added 1.5 inches onto the top. I broke this piece of aluminum right here to fit on top of it. I welded it solid across the face here and brought it up 1.5 inches. Inside of here, I added a piece of 1x1, 1/8 inch square tubing just to keep it from crushing and kind of keep the whole integrity nice and strong. I brought that piece back down. I welded it to the 1x3 by 1/8 tube I had inside of here, and I cut down the sides, a little radius right here, and basically just because I didn't want that to stick up over the transom. So now this thing is gonna mount just like that. It looks killer. I mean, it's perfect. It's gonna give him the height that he needs to get optimal performance out of his outboard, regardless if he upgrades outboards, and it's super custom. It has a 6-inch offset, and it's got about a 3.5 inch rise to it. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna get a coat of paint on this and put some more turf in here. We'll get this thing installed in a little bit. Let's get back to work. All right, let's get this jack plate installed. I really wanted to put this in before I put this back hatch in, so to make it easier for me to get up inside of here and tighten up these nuts. Let's get back to work. All right guys, so I know this video is getting long, but I don't want to split this video up. This is going to be the final reveal video for this boat. I have got everything installed into the hull, all the electrical, all the turf, everything is finished up. The only thing I have left to do is install the hatch handles, and I have to install all the decals, but those are gonna be pretty quick. I'm gonna get that wrapped up, so stick around. There's only a couple minutes left in this video. Thanks for watching. All right guys, so it's decal time. Everything else is completed except for the decals. I have not even opened these up yet. I did put a little sketch together and drawing to send to my decal guy, so I hope they're right. That's sick. Wow. Jeez, that's a huge roll. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We got some pinstripes, Trickedtins YouTube logos, Trickedtins crew. It's gonna be sweet. Some more Tracker logos, and then a bunch of the Trickedtins logos. I'm gonna put these inside all the hatches and probably put this big one on one of the side panels. Let's get back to work. right, guys, so the rig is completed. This thing is so sick looking. I had to run it up to the water just to get some pictures right at sundown. The thing looks so killer. Definitely one of my favorite builds. And yes, I am walking in the water. It's high tide like a mug out here right now. Got about 6 inches of water on top of my dock. But man, that thing looks sick. Shoot another video tomorrow morning, doing some drone footage. I'll see y'all next time.